Hey guys, so a few of you had some questions about breaking chains. Now, and reattaching them as well. Now, I don't unfortunately have any chains I need to change right now. That's a wordplay. But I can show you on this small piece of chain how it should be done really, and how it can be done really easily. I have this piece of narrow Shimano chain. And I have this very compact chain breaker. For this, of course, I need the 4mm hex drive, which goes in here. But I have that near my hand right now. So the biggest issue that people have is using the chain breaker in a correct manner. So, for example, let's say you just put your chain on a bike and it's too loose, so the chain is too long. So you want to take it apart again. So the easiest way to do it is to, first of all, put the chain on the farther side of the two pegs, because then it supports the chain is supported on this big part. If you put the chain here on this peg, not on this one, it might actually bend this one, so you can't use it later on. That's just my suggestion. But if you decided to use it or not is up to you. So as you can see, we have the pin and we have the chain here. All right. Now I'm gonna just put it in here and I'm gonna rotate it. Just gonna show it to you like this. All right. This is a bit stuck. I'm going to tighten it slightly so the pin is against the pin of the chain. So as you can see from here, I'm just adjust that for now. Alright, as you can see, the pin is against the chain, and now I'm just going to drive the pin into the chain. Alright, so this might be slightly difficult to do or produce strange sounds. Don't worry too much about them. So I'm currently driving the pin into the chain. It's pretty hard work. As you can see, the pin is coming out from the other side. All right. So you might want to turn it a few more times. All right, and then turn the pin, the chain breaker, turn it out. All right. Now, you can take the chain out, and now you can check your work. So, if you break the chain slightly, you can see that from the bottom, there's no pin between the chain links. All right. Now, but because the pin in the chain is still too embedded in this part, we're gonna drive it out slightly more, and then we're gonna try to break it again. All right. So, drive the pin in again. All right. Now, do it very gently so you don't press it out too far. All right, this should be enough. Drive it out again. All right. Now it should be there. See? Just broke it out. This is a good chain break in my opinion. And I'm just gonna put it on the table here. Just gonna zoom in. See, I actually left a little part of the pin inside. I didn't push it out all the way. I didn't. And the reason for this is that when you're assembling the chain again, and you need to keep it in place while you're assembling it, you can do a really simple maneuver where you take the chain and you take the pin, you bend the chain slightly, like so, and then you push the other part into it. Alright, this might take some work. there. See? Now to take it apart again, so you bend it. That's absolutely fine. It doesn't do anything to the chain if it's maybe a millimeter inside. And now to put it back in again. Just bend the sides slightly. Force it into the hole, and there. Now, if I try to pull this chain, it doesn't come apart. Alright? So, I drove the pin out slightly more, and this is what happens. Because the pin isn't holding the middle part of this chain link together. It's actually really simple to pull it apart. Alright? See, this is why I leave the pin inside of this face. So it's sort of in the middle of these two plates. Only a slight bit, because then it keeps the chain in place. All right, so it doesn't move like this. So it's very easy to drive it back in. And also, when you put the gears, when you put the chain on a bicycle that has gears, it's the derailleur in the back usually tries to pull the chain apart. So when the pin is slightly left in, it was, as you could see, it was difficult to pull it apart. But right now it takes only a little bit of force, and it's broken. So that's why you always leave a little bit of the pin in there. But still, we can make it work. And I'm just gonna assemble it back. Right. Now, you actually may have to keep a finger on it, because it's gonna try to move out of position, and that's not really what you want. So keep a finger on it, like so, and then gently try to drive the pin in. Alright, so it's got some pressure in it, and as you can see, it's very difficult to get it back in properly, because it tries to move out from where it's supposed to be. So just put it back in there. Alright, as you can see, the pin, both pins are, as you can see, both pins are lined up. So this is generally better. So, okay, there we go. We got it in. It's going. Alright, now we're coming to the end part where you can actually see the pin on this side sort of coming out. Alright, so here you want to take some extra care and make sure that you don't force this side to be more in than this side. You should try to keep the pin in the middle of these links. Alright, I'm gonna try to do that very gently. It's not really cooperating, but we're going to try to make it work. Alright, sometimes you just have to take the chain out, because it might be so very slightly crooked, or something might be stopping it from going in properly. Alright, so we're going to try again. And as you can see, it's finally going in. If ever so difficultly. Alright, and Now, as you can see, I actually didn't do it the correct way. Just refocus. If you check this pin, this one here, you can actually see from the top, from the side view, that it's slightly outward more than it should be. And generally you don't really want that, because the chain might break next time if it bends or if it becomes loose in any way. So what you're going to do is you're going to put it back into the chain breaker and adjust it very gently, so it's equal on both sides. Right now it's 2 in on this side and it's 2 out on this side. All right. Let's give it a go. And now, because you really only need to adjust it very slightly, just give it 1/4 turn, if that. All right. I gave it 1/8 of a turn. 1/8 of a turn. And it looks pretty good. It's actually looking pretty good. The pins seem to be pretty equal. So, and that's how you break a chain. Pretty simple 12-minute tutorial. Okay, thank you for watching. Bye bye.